In this video, we're going to take the derivative of this complicated function y is equal to the square of the cosecant of x plus the cube root of 2x plus 7. All right, so to start, let me just copy the function down again so it doesn't get lost as I scroll down on the page. Okay, so we take the derivative. All right, the first thing that I take care of is the square. So the derivative of the square of something is 2 times the something times the derivative of the inside. Let me write this out in full. So we'll take our time taking the derivative. So we take the derivative of the inside. Okay, so that takes care of the square. Okay, now the thing in front of the brackets will just come along for the ride. And now I take the derivative of cosecant. The derivative of cosecant is going to be minus cosecant of the something times the cotangent of the something. And then I multiply that by the derivative of the inside. Okay, so now on the next step, I'll start simplifying here. So before I take this derivative, let me simplify it in front. The minus I can bring in front. I've got cosecant of something times cosecant of the same something. So that's cosecant squared of x plus the cube root of 2x plus 7. Then cotangent of x plus the cube root of 2x plus 7. And for the moment, let me just carry down this derivative of x plus the cube root of 2x plus 7. Okay, now all of this in front of the derivative, I do not touch, so that just copies onto the next line. Okay, now I have the derivative of x plus the cube root of 2x plus 7. The derivative of x is 1. The derivative of the cube root of x is the derivative of cube root is going to be 1 times 1/3 times 2x plus 7 to the negative 2/3. So the derivative of cube root is going to be 1/3 times the inside to the negative 2/3. Negative 2/3 is 1/3 minus 1 times the derivative of the inside, which is 2. Okay, I want to point out a common mistake here, and so please don't make it. Notice that the times 2 is only multiplying this one bit, the 1/3 times 2x plus 7 minus 2/3. The times 2 did not go outside of the brackets. The derivative of x is 1. Okay, so if I take a look at this part, that's derivative of x is 1. If I cover up the 1, what I'm showing here on screen now is the derivative of the cube root of 2x plus 7. And so the 2 is multiplying only this part right here. It does not multiply the 1 that I had up here in front. So in other words, be careful where this times 2 goes. Okay, now I'm done differentiating, and so I can now simplify this as best I can. Minus 2 cosecant squared x plus the cube root of 2x plus 7 times the cotangent of x plus the cube root of 2x plus 7. And for the part in brackets, there's not a whole lot I can do other than just get a common denominator. So everything over 3, I've got 3 plus 2 times 2x plus 7 to the negative 2/3. And really, that's just about as good as it gets. And so for test purposes, that would be considered simplified, and that would be the derivative. Let me point out that if you are comfortable going pretty much directly from the line in purple to pretty much the line that I'm marking in black here, if you're comfortable doing this in your head and not doing the 3 lines that I did in green beforehand, feel free to go ahead and accelerate and go to that line. I deliberately, for exam purposes, wrote out every single step like this. However, if you feel comfortable going directly pretty much to this line right here when doing the chain rule, Absolutely, you're welcome to do so.